Hey everybody, welcome to Capitalk 100.4 FM, Harare's Heartbeat. It is She Diaries, and we speak to women who are doing great things throughout their life in the areas of influence. Whatever it is that they do, we want to hear their story. Today, my guest is a special somebody. I met her by accident. And I'm happy that accident happened. And since the day we met, I don't think we've stopped talking to each other. Or even sometimes it can go quiet. And then she'll be like, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey. And then everything is back to normal. She is an amazing woman of God. Why I say a woman of God, you will get to know as the interview progresses. She's an amazing woman of God, an amazing sister, an amazing mother, an amazing professional in her field. And she is somebody's special daughter. A special somebody's daughter. We are going to get to know more about her. Ladies and gentlemen, pulses everywhere. Welcome to She Diaries. Today we are speaking to Chido Mnangagwa. And the crowd goes wild. Chido, yeah. Hey sis.
Hi sis, how are you doing? What
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Thank you for honoring the invite.
Oh my gosh, I would not have not come.
Yes, it's a long time coming. I've been meaning to invite you. But you're always traveling.
I know, I'm always busy.
Yes, always busy, but I'm glad that you managed to come through and you managed to get time to come and speak to us.
Yes.
So what was your morning like today, getting ready?
Oh my gosh, I woke up very early. I had to get my lashes done, my hair fixed, and I was just rushing. And,
what do you mean your hair fixed? What were you fixing in your hair?
I needed to just get my edges.
Oh, okay, girl. Oh, yes. Because I'm thinking like it's looking so proper.
Yeah, I got it done yesterday. So
nice.
The barber just needed to
Normally when ladies do braids and stuff, it means some travel, some vacation. Something is about to happen. Why are you leaving me?
Well.
Yeah.
I have some travels to do, but I'm also going for a medical something. Yeah.
Oh, medical something.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, we'll leave it at something.
Yes.
We'll leave it at medical something.
But I'll be back in a jiffy.
Yeah.
So you and I will catch up again.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. So getting ready today, you were like, what was going through your mind?
So I was really nervous. I was like, what is she going to ask me? What are they going to say? And, I'm always afraid of criticism. That's something that is...
You?
I am, trust me. I don't do well with criticism. But that's why I live a very private life. Quiet life. Yeah, that's how I like it.
So people will only know what you want them to know, and it's not...
And what I allow in my space.
How do you manage to do that? Because obviously with the name that you carry, the Mnangagwa name, I mean, Father Zimbabwe, and you are a daughter to the president of Zimbabwe, and you are managing to live a quiet life. How do you do that?
I keep myself very busy and minding my own business.
Yeah.
Doing the things of God and just, I think the most important thing is alignment. And I align myself with the things that really feed me. Because to pour into other people, I got to fill somewhere, right?
Yes, you've got to.
So I'm very careful. I'm very, 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 very careful and particular of who I bring around myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met you, it was backstage. I think it was at Janet Manyoa
Album.
It was an album launch. And you were all smiley and nice and like, hi, you introduced yourself. And I was like, okay. And at that point, I didn't even know who you were, but your heart was so warm. And then I met you again, Sinach.
Yes.
But I think I'd seen you a couple of times. And I was like, this woman, she's always around gospel artists. What is going on here, right? And then I saw you again at Sinach, and then at another ladies' high tea meeting. I think that's when we actually then started talking.
That's right.
And I continued to feel that warmth in your heart. Now you speak a lot about doing the work of God. Just now you were like, no, I keep to myself and I do God's work and all. When you say God's work, without giving out too much. Right? If someone was to understand who Chido is, where would you start in terms of God's work?
I think I would say, like I said, alignment. I have silent pastors that pray for me. Sometimes they come to my home.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go, when they call me, and just have those moments of being prayed on. Because like I said, for me to pour out to other people, I have to be filled as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there are certain places that I go to, different churches that people call me. I've been to Bulawayo. There's a pastor in Bulawayo. Here in Harare, Bishop Gamaliel and his parents are so amazing to
Yes.
me.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I love Sharon and Eli Cherai. They know I love them to death.
Yeah.
So, and then I have my girlfriends, Janet Manyoa, and we have our little group that we have with Audrey and Rejoice. So I find myself in those spaces because it really grounds me.
I like that.
So it's about being grounded and remaining humble.
Being grounded and remaining humble. Hey, that's a lot of things to think about, especially, again, I go back to the name that you carry, being grounded and being humble. So we've got people listening in now, and they're probably thinking, is she really, really humble? I'm just trying to think, what stories have people heard about you? And I'm trying to check in the archives. Nothing. Nothing. You are so grounded. As you have said, you're so grounded and keeping yourself humble. If we were to take you back to childhood, what's the one memory that you're like, oh, I had the best childhood?
You know what? Growing up, my family, we used to take a lot of vacations. I think that's where I get the liking to travel so much.
Right.
So we would go to Kariba with my cousins on houseboats, and Christmas was just always like a blast. And we have a very close-knit family bond. And my cousins are amazing. So my grandparents, my maternal grandparents were really in my life. And so they molded me because they loved me so much. And I think that's where I got the gift of love.
Oh, wow.
Because they loved me to a fault.
So you were loved. Your childhood is just full of love.
I was so loved by everyone in my family. And so I think that gift of love, that's who I am. And the humility also, my dad is a very humble person. And so we're all humble. Every single one of us is humble.
So you got love from mom's side, and then you got humbleness from dad's side, and then this is
who I am.
That's who you are.
So it takes a village. When they talk about it takes a village, every part of your family has a part to play in your life. And it molds you to who you are.
Hey, but nowadays, the whole statement of it takes a village is a painful one to actually think about, because kids no longer look at the village as the village.
Yeah.
They now see us as a problem. Like you are trying to disturb.
It's no longer the same, though. The circumstances we grew up in are not what they're growing up with now.
Yeah.
We back in the day, it was always your grandmother. Most people were raised by their grandparents, remember?
Yeah.
Now it's the opposite. Now we are extremely present parents.
We've got no choice but to be. Right? We've got no
I've noticed
choice
that
but
there's
to
a shift
be present.
now. Like we're very present.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to miss anything at my son's schools, and when I miss it, I go crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed this, I missed that, and I just, I get really convicted.
Yeah.
Because it's changed, but I could never take back the love and the foundation of what my grandparents instilled in me. I wouldn't take it for granted.
Right. And then when we're looking at profession-wise, you are in the medical field?
I used to be.
I used to
be a medical practitioner in America.
Yeah.
And then I came here, I moved here, and now I went the opposite direction. I do business. I'm a trader by profession.
You don't miss the medical field anymore?
I actually do. I renew my license every 2 years.
Oh, you renew it?
I do it. I really do, because that was my passion.
Okay.
I realized that was something I loved. So who knows what the future holds? I might go back into it, but I just make sure that my license is still up to date.
All right, so let's talk about you getting into this medical field and thinking about working abroad or just doing medicine in general. What was the thought behind that?
So, my dad took me to the United States for college. That's why I went. I left here when I was 18.
Okay.
And I got educated in America, but I did psychology, and then because you can't get a job, I couldn't get a job, so I had to go into nursing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you did psychology, and then you were trying to get placed with that psychology degree.
But you'd have to
whatever.
go in and do the master's and do the PhD.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, I need to survive, right? So my sister.
Wait a minute. The president's daughter needs to survive. What?
I had to work. You know.
Some would think you wouldn't have to.
No.
Wow.
I used to work till today. I have back issues because I worked in America for 10 years on my feet. Yeah, and I used to work hard. I still do. Not to say I don't now, but I worked my behind off.
So this is you now. You're like, hey, listen, I need to survive. I need to get something going. Let me get into nursing because it's easier to get placement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so now we are in
best decision I made in my life because I was a very good nurse. Because you know what, when you're a nurse, it has to come from the heart.
And you have a good heart.
So thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And when I would get to a job and they would promote me after 2 weeks. And I was like, no, I just got here. They're like, no, you have to. And so, as I was leaving, I'm going to tell you a funny story. As I was leaving, I was like, I'm tired. I just need to go back to Zimbabwe. I was just really tired. And then my dad was vice president. So I was done.
Okay.
Because it's very stressful. And I think my back issues just started becoming worse. So I just said, I'm really done. And I hate to tell the story, but I'm going to tell it. When you're in the medical field, you're not allowed to, whatever the patient says is what it is.
Oh.
And this patient was addicted to medicine, and you can easily lose your license. And this patient was like, I need tramadol, I need a hard narcotic, and then I need this other narcotic, and I need a sleeping pill. And I was like, I am not about to lose my license, sir, over you. And I think I was left with like 2 months to not leave. So the next morning, his whole family, they'd come to the room and they're like, how could you do that? Da, 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 da. And then the next day they called my boss and they're like, you're a nurse? You're a nurse? Because in America, they'll call me with my middle name, Emma.
Okay.
It's the character and the level of patience. And it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So character will take you places. The good character.
The good character. And even the reverse is true, I'm sure. If you want to go nowhere, have a bad character.
That's right.
and your character will speak louder than your own words.
Absolutely.
You've got like people who can't stand for you because they're like, we don't know who she is or who he is because they're never true in the things that they do.
That's true.
Oh my gosh. I've got so many things that I want to ask, but I want to have it like, properly so we can get the full scope of who you are. Now, this is you working as a nurse in America. You are saying, I need to survive. Yes, I may be the president's daughter, but I've got a life of my own. The rich kid syndrome, is it a real one?
It really depends. I think it depends on your upbringing. Like I said, my dad has always grounded us. We are all grounded. Meet anybody, any of my siblings, we're all grounded. Because my dad taught us life and how it should work. And you get up.
He sounds like a no-nonsense one. Like,
he's very direct and just the sweetest man you'll ever meet. He's very charming and just an amazing father.
I wish, like, can we get a picture of that? He's just an amazing father.
Yeah,
yes.
I love him to death. He's amazing. So I think with that, he instilled character in us. He instilled hard work, persist. Even sometimes when I go there, oh, this didn't work. He says, persist. Okay. Be persistent and persevere. I'll never forget those words. I was like, oh, Dad, this didn't work. He said, just be persistent and persevere.
Persistence
And, you know,
and
and when I realized he's not moved by it because he knows that I'll be able to do it.
Oh, such power. Are you the same with your son?
I don't know. I think so. But no, I spoiled them.
Oh, you spoil.
I do, but they're very good children. You know, when you give children love,
Yeah.
they grow up very well.
Oh, give a child love, and they'll grow up very
I'm telling
well.
you, my kids are what I can leave them with you for a week.
And I'll be fine.
They will not bother you.
What am I doing wrong?
No, but discipline. When I was in the U.S., you know, you'd go for your medical check, you know, the medical checkups with the kids, and they'll tell you at this point you need to do A, B, C, D.
Right.
At this point you need to at 2. This is, they'd say the terrible 2s in America. Terrible 2s. This is how you discipline. So they would give me how I'll discipline. Use these 2 fingers. Trust me, they're like, use these 2 fingers. Just tap on the hand. They'll stop. But you don't have to jaka the child. No.
The child is like, oh my gosh.
But with love, but you discipline. So I disciplined my kids a long time ago. I don't have to do it anymore.
Oh, bless. So your take on the African way of disciplining?
No.
No?
Because remember, you have to build character. Because your children will be a reflection of you.
Hey,
so you have to start early.
Now. Why?
Early.
Why are you doing?
I'm telling you.
Why are you being like that?
You have to start it early. You see, at 1, this is wrong. We don't do this. We don't do that.
Yes.
And then if pam, and then in America they do timeout. You have to face the wall.
Timeout drives me crazy.
Yeah, for the age, if it's 2 years old, 2 minutes on the wall.
Okay.
I exercised all those things, but it was in love. And trust
And
me,
now
anybody you
got
meet my
children.
family, they'll tell you my kids are the best. But with love, I love my children so much. I don't even know. I love my children, and I'll do anything in my power to make sure that they're happy.
Felt almost like a little gangster come out of you. Like, I love my kids. If anybody.
Even at their school, they know their mama don't play. The teachers know, oh my gosh, do not, but they don't have to call me in because my children are just...
Yeah.
But, you know, if there's a problem anywhere, they know I'll come in. I don't want my kids bullied at school because I got bullied at school, and then it makes your learning process not...
it makes it so difficult.
So I became withdrawn and didn't get what I was supposed to get.
Oof.
Yeah. So it affects them in different ways. So you have to
does.
be... Because I'm the advocate. I'm a single parent.
Preach.
So I'm the advocate. I'm everything they got here. So I have to act accordingly.
Oh, I like that. I'm passionate about parenting and all because, I've got a couple of kids, and I'm learning along the way. My eldest being 17, who'll be 18 next year. I'll be having an 18-year-old.
You're gonna cry.
Oh God. Yeah. So it's like a learning curve every single day. I'm learning something new about being a mother. So now you are in the medical field, and then you decide, I don't want to do this anymore. Was this because you were done with that side of the profession, or was it because of your back? Because you mentioned your back was now giving signs of...
But let me tell you what I really think. I think it was a push from God to get out.
Okay. How do you know it was a push from God? What if it was your own mind?
When I came to Zimbabwe, I had peace that I couldn't...
You couldn't understand?
I couldn't understand.
The peace that surpasses all understanding.
All understanding. America was so stressful, I thought I was going to kill myself. I actually thought I was going to commit suicide,
With the stress
the stress. So I just was like, I'm done. And my dad said, come home. And that was it. I never looked back.
And you were like, no, I'm...
And every time I go back, it's so funny. Every time I go back and my fiance's over there, they're like, oh my gosh, you did not want to meet this woman several years ago. Everybody had a story to tell. They're like, she struggled so bad. She this, she... I mean, and then sometimes I pass through the roads that I would be, I'll be talking to God and I'll be crying. I'll be driving, going to work. I'm like, is this really my job? Is this what I'm going to mount to?
So if you're in a place I'm talking professional wise now, like career wise. There's someone who's waking up every day, going to work, and they don't like it. They feel drained. They feel tired. They feel, I don't want to do this anymore. Is that a sign to say change environment, or is it a sign for something else?
You need to hear from God first. I heard the voice of the Lord, and that was the best decision I ever made.
Okay.
But you need to hear first. You just don't just uproot yourself.
Right.
Because what if there's a test at that particular place and God wants to strengthen you in different parts of your life?
Right.
And then you just uproot yourself and leave. So you have to hear from God first. Is this where I'm supposed to be? If it's not, uproot yourself, because God will have a better plan for you.
True.
It always works that way. Always. So people talk bad about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe this, no, ite Zimbabwe. But I came here. Now, when I go back to visit those people, they're still in the same place. And certain things haven't changed, and my life has changed.
Sure. Let's speak to the guys in the diaspora. A message of hope.
Let me tell you, Zimbabwe is in a season of change. Zimbabwe has a paradigm shift right now, and it's happening.
Yeah.
Whether you want to see it or not, that's up to you.
Oh, but it is happening.
It is happening.
So whether you want to see it
whether
or not,
you want to see
that's
it or
your
not,
decision.
But
just know it's happening.
The sad thing is, we are talking so bad about our nation. Remember, death and life lies in the power of the tongue. So if you're saying Zimbabwe this, Zimbabwe that, what are we building as a people? Have you ever heard Nigerians? They don't like to talk bad about. They don't talk negative. No.
Try it.
So we need to also have that mindset. And then watch what God. Zimbabwe is in a place of change. This year alone, have you noticed?
I've been noticing it.
And there's a lot
now.
of gospel artists that are coming to this nation. There's a lot of crusades. There's a lot of just a movement of God. So when it starts in the spirit, it'll manifest in the physical.
Yes. So which means whatever it is that Zimbabwe needed has already been done spiritually. It's now just a physical manifestation of what took place in the spirit.
Exactly.
Come on, woman of God. You see why we call you woman of God? It's She Diaries. We've got Chido Mnangagwa with us in studio, and we're talking all things life, career. Where else? Friendships. Let's talk about friendships. Earlier on, you mentioned that you've got like a circle of friends, and you've got people that keep you grounded. How did you choose your friends?
I don't have many. But you know how in the Bible
Tell us why you don't have many.
Because let me tell you, there's a lot of negative talk that comes with being a first daughter. So I can't feed off of the negativity.
Yeah.
I just want positivity because remember, I still have to be a mother to my children.
Yeah.
I have employees that I still need that look up to me.
Yeah.
I have just different people that look up to me. So I need to be in my sound mind at all times. I actually just really need to be in my sound mind.
Yeah.
So who I surround myself with is very important.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie to you. I'm very particular. So if there's any negativity, I just walk away. I don't even want to confront. And as God would have it, they just fall off. Had they been for us, they would be with us.
What?
That's what the word
like
says.
that?
Yeah.
No, teach me.
Yeah. If they're for us, they'll be with us. If they're not for us, they wouldn't be with us.
They wouldn't be with us. Yeah. I had to let go of a very long-term friendship. I'd been friends with this girl for the longest. I don't even know how long. I think we were clocking 15 years or so.
I did the same too.
Yeah. And the way I snipped it off, I was the one who actually snipped it off. I never thought I was going to, because she was so dear to me. But it was a few little things that were happening, and then I just said, no, I don't want to continue like this. And when I snipped it, and I never looked back.
You know why?
I'm shocked.
The friendship wasn't serving you anymore. And it's okay.
Oh, it's okay?
It's okay. Because what if that friendship had a purpose. Maybe the friendship was there to make you realize who you are or whatever purpose it was. And then now what if God is taking you to another season?
Oh, yeah.
And then the Lord is opening doors for other friendships to come in. That's how I look at it. Don't get me wrong. Friendships are very good. They need to serve you. And it needs to be both. It needs to be a two-way street.
Yeah.
That's another reason why when it's not a two-way street and you realize, oh, well, it always seems like I'm the one giving of myself. I'm not talking about anything monetarial. No.
Yeah. Okay.
When you give of yourself, and you're realizing, I'm not getting anything back. What's the point? And so one of my friendships, I did that. And I said, well, let me step back and see. Because I noticed I just said, it seems like I'm just giving of myself and I'm not getting anything in return. So I pulled back and sure enough, the friendship
didn't
just
look for you also. Because there's a pouring that's supposed to happen, right? Like I pour into you, you pour into me. Exactly. I strengthen you, you strengthen me. I can't always be the one strengthening. And
So I have, a group of girls, ladies that we just do the things of God. And we celebrate each other on our birthdays. We celebrate each other, and I really appreciate that. And then I have another set of friends that there's different. They have a different purpose.
So you've actually put them in compartments.
Yes, yeah. So there's my fun, loving friends on the corner here.
That way you will never get the lines crossed.
Yeah, but then they know that Chido is this way, and they treat me as such.
Right.
So sometimes I stick out as a sore thumb, but they just, they manage me. They just love me the way I am. And for that, I can, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Then, let me tell you another thing. Cousins, what you call cousins, are your best friends.
For me, it's my sisters.
Yes. So your sisters, your cousins, those are your best friends.
Bring your family close to you. Yeah.
So I have a group of my cousins, and
they know everything.
Oh, they know everything. If you were to bring them here, they'll describe me.
I think we should have had the cousins here.
I know. So Mary, Gloria, Lucetta, Loretta, Feluna. You would never think that we have, it's like we're so close-knit, and we make it a conscious decision that we have to meet at least every 6 months together.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you guys are obviously placed differently.
We're, different parts of the country.
Yeah.
But we make a conscious decision to meet. We just came from Kariba 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we're just like, where's the next?
Please, we must do this again.
Yeah. So we just put different places in a bowl, and whoever picks, that's the next place we're going to.
Where can't I do that? Will you people? Hey, let's just put and we pick.
So I couldn't
Precious
trade them
is
for
like,
anything.
what?
I couldn't trade them for anything. So they film. So there's different compartments, and I'm content.
I love it. I'm feeling so whole just talking to you and finding out stuff about you. So you've got an amazing life. I'm picking. You've got an amazing life.
Not really now.
It is amazing, but I'm sure it's not without challenges and not without conflict.
Oh yeah.
When you face those hard times, what's your method of operation? Because obviously your method of operation changes.
Yeah.
When the gears shift, you too also have to sort of shift.
I'm actually, it's bad, but I withdraw.
How is withdrawing bad?
Because a lot of people are like, but you need to share, and I'm not like that. I'm just like, well, let me try and deal with it the best way I know how. And sometimes withdrawing will just mean I am not working. I will not work. I will not do anything. I just want to be in the presence of the Lord. Everybody, all my employees know that in my quiet time, I don't want to, I'm a people person, but I'm an extrovert introvert.
Oh, yeah.
So there's times when I just want to be alone, talk to God, cry, but I'm a worshiper. So constantly, wherever I am, I'm just in a place of worship because I watch what I put in my spirit. Oh, yeah. So I'm constantly in worship. Yeah.
Constantly in worship.
Yeah.
So even if it's like a challenging time, you would be like, let me withdraw, keep to myself, and seek the face of the Lord
Yeah.
about this situation.
Yeah. And I really withdraw. Some people don't like it. But I also don't want people, and that's another thing. I didn't want people to see me in any other way than to be that happy, Chido, go lucky girl. And so I just want to be in that shell and then come out renewed, restored.
Nice.
Yeah. So that, nobody sees that there's been a hiccup or whatever. Yeah.
Like you can never.
I just always want to
don't
be
look
happy.
like what you're going through.
Yes. Yes.
Don't smell like the fire.
Yeah, but some people don't like it. But
yeah.
I think I need to work on that.
No, I think if it's working for you and you come out better than what you originally were.
I definitely do.
I mean, go take time. Take your time as much as you want and spend your time in worship. Do the things.
People just
do the
need you in
things.
different, like every direction. Somebody wants something. So
Yeah.
So I would, but that's been my mechanism.
Yeah. Recently, you were at the Benny Hinn conference, and you were called up. And wow. I remember I was watching the video and I was like, so when you sent it, I wasn't too sure what it was. I was like, what's Chido sending? And I quickly just get myself
I knew you'd
ready.
be excited.
And then, and I was. And I pressed play. And before he even finished saying what he was saying over your life, you were already under the anointing.
Crying,
You were crying. Did it resonate? Because you know how Zimbabweans especially, or let me just say Africans, when it comes to things of God or things that have to do with being made a spectacle of admiration, or God speaking over your life in front of people, they say, it's a gimmick. Obviously, what were they going to do? Because one our president, and did the word that Benny Hinn spoke over your life resonate, like for real? Did it mean something to that extent where you were like, you couldn't handle yourself? You were soaked.
I've never had that happen in my life. I've never experienced that in my life. I grew up Seventh Day, but then I ended up going Pentecostal and all that because, obviously, I had that hunger for more.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying. So when I lived in America, there was a pastor, the church I used to go to, and the pastor prayed for me and he said, God has given you the gift of healing. So if I pray for someone who's sick, I really expect God to do something. So I do. I pray for people who are sick because that's my gift.
I like how you said it. When I pray for someone who is sick, I'm expecting God to do something.
And he will do it.
Because you gave me the gift of healing.
He's given us the power.
So why would I pray for someone who's sick and they don't get well? I'm
right.
expecting you to do your thing.
That's right.
Ooh.
So my gifting isn't healing.
Ooh.
So he's a healing pastor. I never had that happen, although I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
And like he said to you, I was trying to get him here.
And you were like,
and I think I probably bit more than I could chew back then. And I thought, I could do it. Oh, I faced a lot of
resistance.
Oh, it was terrible. So I just let it go. And then COVID happened. And so I just let it go and forgot about it. But as God would have it. As God
was like, Chido, don't worry, I got you. Let me send someone to take off from...
Can you believe it?
What?
So when he called me, I never, and I'm telling you that had never happened in my life. I was shocked. Before he called me, he had said, everybody raise your hands and say, declare and just ask God, use me for this nation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just use me, God, wherever it is in your own capacity.
Use me for this nation.
Be it at your house, at your office, whatever businesses you're in. God, use me. But then for me, I've asked God for the nation. I've asked God to use me for the nation.
Right.
Prophet Utaunashe called me out before and he said, pray for the nation. I was like, me? He said, yes, you. And it started there. And I prayed for the nation. December 31, 2017. 1st of January, 2018, the whole country rained. So I know that God has given us the power. So I know what God can do. So all those things leading to when Pastor Benny Hinn spoke to me, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because I'd asked God for the nation. I intercede on behalf of the nation. So for him to call me out and say those things, it's as if I had spoken to him and had a conversation. You know, you can't just go to him and have a conversation.
No, you can't.
No, because he's a man and he's surrounded by so many. By the time you get to him, you've passed through 10 people. Okay, what did you want to talk to him about? No, I wanted to say this. You just can't reach him. So there's no way I would have told him everything about me. There's just no way.
Oh, yeah.
So it resonated in my spirit because that morning I'd been worshiping. And, you know, every morning, by the way, I wake up with a song, a worship song from the Lord, and I have to play it for my day to start. So whatever it is that the Lord has placed, I play. So that day was ask for the nation. You said, ask and you will receive.
Oh, and she sings too. Okay, girl.
Whatever you need. Ask and I'll give the nations to you, oh Lord. That's the cry of my heart. Distant shores and the...
That's like an old hill song.
Yes,
Is that a hill song?
Hillsong. And he took me there that morning. And I prayed. I didn't know what God was going to do.
And then that evening,
that happened.
that's when you got the word.
That was defining, that's a defining moment in my life. And I'm not taking it lightly.
So it did resonate.
It resonated.
It made 100% sense. It was like, God, this is you.
And some people are like, oh, why did you fall? I didn't even know what was going on.
No, but why are people asking, why did you fall?
I know. I'm like, okay.
Why did you fall?
I couldn't describe it.
Yeah.
I started to feel, because when I was sitting on my seat, he said, ask God, use me. And I just said, God, you know how I feel. Use me. Next thing, I was on the floor. I didn't know how I got there. So when I stood up, I was still in the zone. And by the way, I made a mistake. He asked me, how long was this? It's 7 years. And what does the number 7 mean?
Completeness.
And here we were. So when he asked me, I was still in the, and I got so confused. I just said 8 years, but it wasn't 8. I made the mistake. 7 years.
And how are you feeling now after that? Like, how's been your life? How's been your mind? How's been your spirit? How's been just Chido after that moment? Because I know after a word has been spoken, the carnal mind forces you to forget. Like, your flesh forces you to forget. It keeps you busy. Now you have to focus on this and that and the kids and then work and then you forget that there was something that happened to you spiritually.
You know, my close friend is Sinach, right? And I had a moment with her after, because it took me to the whole service. I was just crying on my seat, until the service ended. That's how much the Holy Spirit was just so present. And I couldn't come out of it. I just couldn't. Everybody was worshiping. I couldn't even get up. So when I left, before the Lord would be like, I want you to do this. And I was like, no, Lord, I can't do that because, you know, things will turn political very easily. But God said no. So that day I felt empowered and I said, oh, is this the mantle? Is this the place you want to place me? I'll do it. I said, use me, I will do it.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt. And that was it. So I feel empowered. I feel restored. I feel renewed. I feel like with God, I can conquer.
Oh, yeah.
All things. All things.
I'm happy for you, man. I was so happy when I watched it. I was like, see God, see what God is doing with your life. I also know you've got a love for women, like talking to young girls.
Yes.
When are we going to get something from Chido? When is Chido going to host us as ladies and be like, ladies, come through, let's talk? Like, we need it because the airwaves restrict us to discuss certain things that need to be spoken about. So I think that would be a good one from you. Because I've seen you with ladies. I've seen you.
I know.
And you are always driving for that whole prayerfulness thing to happen.
Yeah.
So please, do something for us.
I will definitely
Do something.
about it. You know, I'm very, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm private, but I'm walking into a new space, so I'm gonna try. You're right.
Yeah.
I've been challenged. This weekend
You
challenged
ask God
me.
for nations, eh?
So I need to walk in boldness.
Yes.
So I need to work on the how. The how I'm going to, because I don't want people, Becky, thank you for bringing me here. I don't want people to look at me as a political figure.
Sure.
Because I'm not. I just happen to be the daughter of the president. However, I'm a child of God first.
Absolutely.
So that's the light I want to be seen in.
Absolutely.
So I want that to be the core value of why we will gather.
Yeah.
So sometimes I tell my friend Janet, don't post me. Whatever you do, don't post me. Because I'm like, I don't want your brand to be messed up. But can you
Because
imagine?
people can do that.
Yeah,
people can. There'll be nothing absolutely political about it. But they always take it there.
Yeah.
They always take it there. That's so kind of you. Like, no, I love you too much. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to mess your brand because people tend to take things negatively. And yet...
But you did earlier on say that, we are so negative and we need to change.
We have to change.
The way we address certain things, the way we view things. Not everything is political. No. I mean, so now I can't take a picture with my friends because people will think this and all and just mess up the whole narrative.
That's right.
So being positive and speaking well, yes, is something that we need to absolutely do. Speaking about speaking well and positive, there's things that women say about men that I know if we change the way we say certain things, maybe our lives won't be so drastic and, so dramatic. What's your view on waiting for the right partner or for settling down for the young girls or even the young guys? Like, what should we be looking at or looking for? And if things go wrong, is that a ticket to now be negative about the opposite gender?
You know what? Growing up in America, I have to say, so I'm going to apologize because we say it like it is.
Okay.
So my mindset is that way. So I clash with some people here, because...
she was just so blunt and so candid.
So I'm very candid.
Why would she do that?
I'm like, here, because I remember I left here when I was 18 and I lived in America for 18 years. So I'm like...
Yes.
America raised me like, what can I say? Like, my adulthood was in America.
Yes.
So that's where my mindset just changed. So I'm apologizing in advance. I want to start with the men here in Zimbabwe. They need to do better for their women. Period.
Do better.
Yeah. Because the Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and gains favor from the Lord. Meaning there's a covering on you as the husband because of that woman. So if you treat her wrong and she leaves you, that covering automatically comes off. Because if you've noticed, when those men treat the women wrong, when that woman leaves, they don't really do well. Most of those men don't end up doing well.
Yeah.
It's either they get into, they've now married a second one. After that second one, they dumped that one. They've gone to the next, And we're women left, hurt, broken, feeling defeated and thinking we're not worth it. But women, God commanded us to love our husbands. I mean, the husbands were commanded to love your wives like Christ loved the church, right?
Yes.
But we're asked to respect only because God knew that out of respect, Becky, everything else falls into place as a woman. It's in our DNA. It's in our blood. So women need to be loved.
Oh, yeah.
Is that happening?
Sometimes. But
No,
I'm
it's
loved.
not. Yes.
I'm a loved hun.
Yes, you are.
I'm a loved hun. I'm a loved hun.
You can count.
But what you're saying is so
of
true.
how
What you're saying
many-
is so true.
Yes, how many fulfilled marriages? You can count them on your hand. And it shouldn't be the case. Husbands, love your wives. It's a commandment from God. Love your wives. as Christ loved the church. So, having said that, the pastors in this country have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because we focus on the girl child, the girl this, the woman that. They need to be having these men conferences. People need to give their lives to Christ. These men need to give their lives to Christ. Then they'll know the value of the woman.
Come on, preach it.
Yes.
Because there's so much happening for women, right?
So much.
Plenty. We're always panel beating each other.
Women
Like,
in
go
waiting,
and do this, go and do
bloom
this.
where you're planted.
Yes.
We
yes.
need to have men conferences where they are taught how to love their biblical standards. Biblical standards. Then we don't have broken marriages in this nation. There's too many of them.
These men. These men.
But listen, you asked me a question to say, what would someone do? People think it's funny, but I've been hurt before, broken, left for dead. And I thought, what am I going to amount to? No one will ever love me with 2 children, but as God would have it. I have the most amazing fiance on the planet.
Look at you just glow. Look at you just glow. She's glowing. I glow.
A prayerful man. Sinach, my friend, her husband's best friend. So when you align yourself with
yourself with the things of God,
everything will fall into place. And do not settle. Do not settle.
Okay, sorry. Every time when I hear something to do with marriage and settling down, and I always look at my little sister here. I'm like, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Was you waiting?
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
And if you're someone who loves God, because some people don't believe in God, and that's fine. But if you love the Lord, ask God for a husband that has come from Him. Has come from Him.
Not one that
otherwise you cry. You will cry.
You will cry. Chido Mnangagwa.
Women's turn. Let's do it. I'm already pumped.
We've got a few minutes before we finish it off. I'm excited about this.
I
really am.
You birthed it. We'll do
it. Yes, because you brought an important aspect into it. Prayerful men. We need men that are prayerful. Men these days are just leaving everything to prayer things to women.
Yes.
Now my wife will pray. My wife will pray. Yeah. But men need to rise up and become the leaders that they need to be in this life. Your parting words of encouragement.
What can I say? I think everything starts in the spirit and ends in the spirit. I really encourage people to have a personal relationship with God because, with Jesus and the Holy Spirit that we're taught during the crusade, the Holy Ghost is present, is ever present. So when you connect with the Holy Spirit, you know that you can sense where I am is just not, it's not right. Oh, this person, that's how I am. I'm very sensitive, but it just didn't come overnight. It just didn't happen overnight. You will preserve yourself and protect yourself from things that are unnecessary. Align yourself with the right friends, the right connections, the right church, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you can go to some churches, all they want is use your gift and then you're not done. And then there's some churches that don't even bring out the gift that you have.
Yeah, yeah.
So align your life, let it be about alignment, but God first. Because we're going to talk about this at the women's.
Yeah.
Our culture tends to play a big role. They're like, oh, no. But you know what? Align with God first. Everything else falls after.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. All things. Not some.
All.
So be encouraged to love the Lord and everything will be added unto you.
Chido, thank you so much for taking time to come and speak to us. I feel like a part 2.